We are going to do 4 topics this time, and these are, as you see them, can see, we have assessment of entrepreneurial qualities in a business. That is one. The second one will be transformation of a business plan into a business action. And the third one will be starting a business venture based on action plan. And the fourth will be presentation of business information. Very important. We must all know how we to handle those topics so that by the end of the term, we can pass our exams to metric. So just to remind you about who an entrepreneur is, you can see that this is a person from here, a person who is able to convert a business idea into a business venture. That is what you call an entrepreneur. We are going to learn more about him, and I believe by the end of the topic, we shall be able to properly see that person. Reminding you about an entrepreneur, we have identified that an entrepreneur is a person who converts a business idea into a business venture. Yes, an entrepreneur or entrepreneurs are self-employed and create their own income. They always look for ideas to improve their businesses in order to gain competitive advantages. These people always have an eye for a new idea that will help them to get profits so that they run their businesses smoothly. Look at this. An entrepreneur has got certain qualities or things that make him very different from what we call intrapreneurs. If we can understand also something contrary known as intrapreneur. Entrepreneur, yes. And So I just want to remind you once again that an entrepreneur is the opposite of the entrepreneur. As the entrepreneurs start their own businesses, they employ people known as intrapreneurs. They work in the businesses of entrepreneurs. Okay, let's look at the characteristics of people known as entrepreneurs. First of all, they have the highest desire for responsibilities. Entrepreneurs like to prove themselves as being innovative, hardworking, and responsible for creating their own income. An entrepreneur feels like, yes, I can do it. It is mine. I work harder for it. That is taking responsibility. They are not afraid to take responsibility for their decisions and actions. They will always find it hard to work for other people. That's why they always want to create their own future, their own businesses. So they prefer to be creators of their own future. They take responsibility. They don't care of running businesses. They don't care of, they can always start businesses. So also, you can understand that entrepreneurs are risky takers. entrepreneur are risk takers, or they in possession, they are in ability. They always take calculated risks. They desire to own their personal businesses, make them to use their resources into risky ventures. Starting businesses is not always all roses. Sometimes we start businesses and then we end up making losses. We are uncertain about the profitability or risk as which is likely to come out of starting a business. So entrepreneurs can take well thought of risks and therefore to make a living out of it, make profits. Uh, they start business ventures by cultivating, by investing their money into the businesses, despite the fact that sometimes uh, profits may not come. So that is the spirit of an entrepreneur. However, when they find out that they have made the wrong decision, they are always flexible. They turn around and reverse and come up with a new idea. Yes. Another characteristic of an entrepreneur is of good management and the leadership skills. Entrepreneurs have got good management skills such as planning, motivating, and controlling. Yes, they are good at inspiring other people to believe in their vision. They're good leaders. They can inspire other people to drive towards their cause, their vision, their mission, their strategy on how to achieve their goals. You know, they are good at influencing people. Mm-hmm. They are also, entrepreneurs are good because, I mean, these are people who can also look at what opportunities they have and then they look for people who can rally behind them to make sure that uh, the vision is made a reality. Okay, so we are saying that a good leader is a good communicator. He has the best communication skills as you understand that without effective communication, definitely there will be no good, there will be no effective work to be done. Good communication will enable the entrepreneur to allocate responsibilities to different employees. He will be able to solve problems if they are reported to him. Everything will be done with good communication, and this is very important as a quality of a good entrepreneur. Besides that, uh, a good entrepreneur knows that they are not good at and get others to complement their strengths. Entrepreneurs believe that teamwork is a key to success. They know that with employing other factors of production, they can be able to make their vision a reality. That is another attribute of a good entrepreneur. So let's look at another quality of a good entrepreneur, who an entrepreneur is. Let's look at this. An entrepreneur is someone who converts a business, someone who converts a business opportunity, a business idea, someone is someone who converts a business idea. You can see this, a business idea into a business venture. That is who an entrepreneur is. Entrepreneurs are self-employed. They are self-employed and create their own income. They always look for ideas to improve their businesses in order to gain a competitive advantage over others. They are passionate about their businesses and expert in the field. Okay, let's look at the qualities of entrepreneurs in a broad perspective. One of them is desire for responsibility. Entrepreneurs have got that highest degree of taking up responsibility where other people feel that they are naive, they fear. The entrepreneur will come up to take up the responsibility so that of taking up a business idea of running a business. They expect to work harder, they are hardworking, they are innovative, and they are responsible for creating their own income. That is for an entrepreneur is under desire for responsibilities. We are saying that they are not afraid to take responsibility for their own decisions, be it good or bad. They'll say, yes, it is me who has come up with this idea, and account for it. They take responsibility for their action. So entrepreneurs find it hard also to work with other people. They fear, they hate instructions from their managers. That's why they prefer to create their own future. Yes. Previously, I told you about who an intrapreneur is in this regard. Who an entrepreneur is. Intrapreneurs, for them, they are willing and ready to work for other bosses. And the boss in this regard is an entrepreneur. Someone who works for others, who's employed, who's working in already existing business is called an intrapreneur. Intra, as already seen above. Okay, entrepreneurs are willing to take calculated risks. You have to understand that you have to know that businesses are risky, but that is why most of individuals, most of the people are not willing to invest in businesses because they fear to take risks. They fear to take what? Risks. Because there is a lot of the highest degree of uncertainty. You may put in money and you may not get back the money you invested in. So an entrepreneur is willing to invest, to take risks so that he can make profits. If it comes, it comes. So entrepreneurs risk their financial security when they start a business venture. They take calculated risks as they weigh up what they might lose before deciding. So it's not all about that they wholesomely put the money without understanding that they are going to make a profit. They try as much as possible to assess the viability, the profitability of the business, because not all business ideas come up profitable. So entrepreneurs try as much as possible to make sure that they look for profitability, viability of the businesses. Okay, let's look at another characteristic of a good entrepreneur is that they have good management. They have good management. Entrepreneurs entrepreneurs have got good management and leadership skills. So let's look at this. Being good leaders, they have ability to plan. They have the ability to carry out planning, to motivate, and control. So good entrepreneurs have got the ability of inspiring people to rally behind them towards their vision. They can motivate, they can inspire, so that those they lead are able to perform their tasks with the best of what they can afford. Okay, look at this. An entrepreneur knows what they are good at and what they cannot manage. They hire other people to complement their strength. That is being a good leader. You understand your strength and weakness, and so consequently you can complement where you don't manage. You call for a help by hiring labor from other people. Okay. Another quality of a good entrepreneur is that they have high levels of energy. That is another attribute of a good entrepreneur. An entrepreneur use high level of energy to make sure that his business is taken to another level via as in profits and serving his clients is concerned. They are so enthusiastic. They look for the best solution. They don't give up. Running a business requires your personal commitment. Requires your personal commitment towards your cause. That is who an entrepreneur is. When you go to the next level, maybe to the university, you are going to understand that the current writers and those who compare entrepreneurs, who write about entrepreneurship, they always compare an entrepreneur to the long ago hunters. These people were hard work. In order to get what to eat, it needed one to work harder in order to get what to eat. Likewise, an entrepreneur to get profits, to see his business turning up today, tomorrow, and in future, is that they have to use a lot of energies. Okay, let's look at this. Any entrepreneur, they use their physical energy and commitment in order to make sure that work is done. They are not afraid to deal with stress. Entrepreneurs are not afraid to deal with stress involved in running businesses. These people, even you may look at them, and even after the time of knocking off, these people are at work. They are thinking, they are making sure that business keep on moving. That is how entrepreneurs run their businesses. Okay. Entrepreneurs also an entrepreneur also dreams with a clear vision. Yes, an entrepreneur has a vision of where he is heading and what they want to achieve and what to achieve in the future. They have a clear vision and able to achieve long-term goals. It doesn't come and say, no, I'm doing this, and then from there he's changing together. He knows what he's doing. He has a clear vision and he knows where he's taking his business. So an entrepreneur can convert a dream into a business plan and can explain their visions to others. That's with effective communication. That is an entrepreneur. He dreams with a vision of which he passes it to the to other people. Mm-hmm. Another aspect characteristic of an entrepreneur is confidence in one's ability to succeed. Entrepreneurs have confidence in the ability to succeed. An entrepreneur must have confidence, must believe and believe in themselves, and they can achieve their goals. They are positive, they are focused, and they are confident that their vision will become a reality. Entrepreneurs are flexible. Entrepreneurs are flexible. We are looking at this characteristic of flexibility. So we shall all have to agree that businesses work in a changing environment. An entrepreneur must be able to change depending on the environment. There is a lot of changes that come with the technology, with consumers' tastes and preferences, with a lot of society needs and etc. An entrepreneur must be able to read the economic temperature and then change with it to make sure that the business attains its goals and the objectives. That is what an entrepreneur has to do. He must be flexible. He should not stick on one thing, to the old way of doing things. He must be creative so that he gets the best out of his business. An entrepreneur has the willpower to overcome obstacles. Yes, has the willpower to overcome obstacles. An entrepreneur is aware that he's not going to find a flat platform. He's going to find it hard in order to make his vision a reality. Therefore, he has the will. He understands that he's going to fight hard in order to overcome those obstacles. Mm-hmm. You will find problems of new competitors and other examples, different types of challenges on the way. So that is why we say he is willing to overcome obstacles. Another aspect of an entrepreneur is that we can recognize opportunities. Successful entrepreneurs can identify a business idea, which is a business opportunity. Not all business ideas are good business opportunities, but the entrepreneur has got that eye to understand that this business idea is a good business opportunity. Good business opportunities will fetch profits now, tomorrow, and every time. A good business opportunity sounds good, it is doable, and brings a lot of profits. So an entrepreneur has got that ability to identify a business opportunity that will give him profits. Yes. Another aspect of a good entrepreneur is that they show perseverance. Mm-hmm. An entrepreneur will not get tired. He will not get tired. He will work until when they reach their goals. That is how serious entrepreneurs are. So successful entrepreneurs have got a positive attitude towards failures and see difficulties as opportunities. They will never give up. They have positive attitudes towards failure and see difficulties as the opportunities. So they are willing even to work under difficult situations because they understand that they can achieve something after overcoming such difficulties. Yes, most successful entrepreneurs only become successful after failing several times. They keep on trying. They never give up. Even when they fail, they wake up and then continue. Even when their businesses are not successful the first time, in short run, they will always make sure they will always continue working, understanding that in long run, they are going to make things better for their business. So entrepreneurs have got what we call organizational skills. An entrepreneur has got what we call organizational skills. An entrepreneur has got organizational skills. They are able to organize, to allocate, to plan business resources. This one is going to work in finance. Mr. So and so is going to work in human resources. These assets are going to be used in this. Fixtures and fittings of this type are going to be used here and there. They organize. They know who should work where, when, and how. That is what you call organizing. They organize resources, the human resources, capital resources, and even any other kind of resources so that they make them bring the best out for the business to grow. They have the passion. Business entrepreneurs have got the highest degree of passion. They are willing to work. They are so enthusiastic about their product and business. They are motivated. They work hard. They will always try to work hard in order to make sure that the business becomes successful. There is a high degree of commitment. An entrepreneur is committed towards his business. That's another attribute of a good entrepreneur. Another attribute of an entrepreneur is that they have a high degree of an entrepreneur is committed. He will always want to see his business through difficulties succeeding. He's not afraid to make sacrifices to make his dream a reality. They have a high degree of tolerance. They work hard. They will always tolerate. They will always give in their best. They are committed to work day and night, make sure that their business idea becomes a reality. Another aspect of a good entrepreneur is that they are product and customer focused. Yes, they are product and customer focused. What does this one mean? So their aim is to make sure that they make a product that satisfies the needs of a customer. Whatever they do is for the good of their customers, because they understand that if they serve their clients to their satisfaction, then they are likely to get the objectives of their business or profitability. And they always look for what their customers, their clients need, so that they serve them, because that is where they are going to get a big market share. If they get a big market share from the big market potential, they are able to make profits. That is being customer oriented. They make a product that fits the needs of their clients, so that they maintain their customer base. Entrepreneurs are creative. Entrepreneurs are also creative. So they use creative thinking skills to create something new so that they gain a competitive advantage over others. Creativity requires a lot of imagination to create a product that is relevant to the needs of the consumers. They think beyond the traditional solutions. So they come up with something new so that they get a competitive advantage over their competitors so that they become successful. That is another attribute, another characteristic of an entrepreneur. Yes. So as you see here, we have an activity you can try on your own and see uh, whether you can be able, you have understood the topic. Try them out, and then you see they will help you to grasp, to understand, and store, memorize the information we have learned in this lesson. Okay, let's look at another aspect of the topic, that is assessment of business against the qualities of an entrepreneur. Assessment of a business against the qualities of an entrepreneur. The assessment of a business against the qualities of an entrepreneur. Okay, so we have the key success factors in a business. Key success factors in what? A business. What are those ones? How can you understand the concept of key success factors? So, in simple terms, what are success factors? Success factors, these are factors that will help us to understand whether a business is successful or not. The success factors contribute to the success of the business. And we say if a business has got such factors being done in their appropriateness, the business is most likely succeed. Or we can conclude that the business is successful. Okay? So success factors, they indicate the success of a business. Okay, let's look at what we call a successful business in this regard. A successful business has got what we call strategic focus. Strategic focus. This is what we call a success factor. And under this, we are looking at this aspect that successful businesses have got leaders or good leadership, good management. There is good planning, what we call strategic focus of leadership, of management, and the planning. Businesses which are successful have got good management, good leadership with proper planning and control. Profitability. Profitability is another success factor. Successful businesses effectively manage financial matters to ensure a return. There is a return on investment. They make sure that businesses fetch revenue. They make sure that the business, their investment, the capital invested, comes up with an added profits. That's what you call profitability. Added income, that is return on investment. Profitability of the business, we can say that this business is successful when it is able to attract more investors because it is profitable. And this can lead to the expansion of the business. Another factor is sustainability. Sustainability. So successful businesses are sustainable. They can live today, they can live tomorrow, and they can always stay for a longer period of time without closing down because of their failure. They continue working without doing any damage to the environment and the community in which it operates. That is sustainability. They continue to exist despite challenges, despite of challenges and threats in the community. Yes. So sustainability is very important for the success of the business. Successful businesses are sustainable. They can be handled. They can live longer. They can deal with the environment without damaging them and even without harming the community. The concept of pollution of the environment, dumping and other aspects, sustainable, successful businesses don't do such aspects, such nuisances to the business. Successful businesses attract and retain more employees easily. They can analyze environmental and social impacts of the products and services they produce and the one they use. They reveal exactly what they do and what they stand for. That is sustainability as a success factor in a business. Successful businesses have market knowledge. They have market what? Knowledge. So having market knowledge is knowing about the various aspects that should possibly impact the business. This includes details of set of activities that a company can include in its core activities so that value can be delivered to the market. You have to understand that the market environment has a lot of aspects that may make the business either to succeed or to fail. By use of SWOT analysis, by using other tools, environmental tools, an entrepreneur should be able to analyze the environment and find out those aspects that make the market, that make the business make use of those market environment aspects of the environment, market environment, like come in line with what the business can do, so that we get advantage of them. Look at the suppliers, look at the competitors. Such aspects, a successful business must be able to understand these various aspects in the market and know how to deal with them. Yes. Another aspect is a business must have a strong customer base. Successful businesses have a strong customer base. Yes. You have to understand that without this, most businesses close down because of the failure to have a strong customer base. Businesses close down because they don't have a strong customer base, or they are unable to sell their products to consumers. Remember, when they pay, we make profits. When we don't have clients, we cannot make profits. We may make losses because we invest when you are producing these goods we do sell. So whenever clients are not here, we are not making profits. Therefore, successful businesses have a strong customer base, and they always look forward to make sure that a customer base is expanded. This can only be done when they meet the demands of their customers. Another aspect is successful businesses have got good leadership. Successful businesses have got good leadership. So a good leader is a source of inspiration and is a motivator. A good leader plans, he motivates, he guides, he directs, and he does everything. And this, whatever he does can help the business to become successful. Yes. Good leaders bring energy, enthusiasm, and agency to the workplace, which filters through the business and motivates the staff. Most of businesses fail because leaders are not good enough to run them. The success of the business, among other factors, depends on the strength of a leader. Successful businesses businesses become successful because of good leadership. Besides that, we are looking at another concept, another aspect of a successful business. What indicates that this business is successful or is likely to be successful compared to the competitor or the other? We are looking at these factors, what you call the success factors. This is a note to remind you that the success factors will help us to understand whether the business is successful or not. Will help us to understand whether the business is successful or not, and they will indicate the success of the ethics, control, and good governance. Okay, look, successful businesses have got or apply ethical business behaviors. Understand? There is they have the highest degree of professionalism. They apply moral norms to the business. You get that? There is no corruption. There is respect for each other. They try to protect the reputation of the business. They treat each other fairly. There is fairness in the workplace. So that is another attribute of a successful business. Another success factor is a stable workforce. For a business to be successful, there must be a stable workforce. I remember, it's good to remind you that a business with a high staff turnover is likely to fail from the word go. Businesses need to have a stable workforce so that we don't see every time going to the labor market, recruiting, training, inducting, spending a lot of money during the recruitment procedures. Sometimes whenever employees leave, they leave with the expertise. They leave with a lot of skills. They leave with a lot of knowledge. And sometimes they go with a lot of company information of which our competitor may use as an advantage against us. So therefore, a business should have a stable workforce of experts in the field of productivity, in the field of distribution, field of marketing, and financial control. A stable workforce is that workforce that is motivated. Successful businesses motivate their employees. They make their employees happy. They train their staff and make sure that the business is moved to the next level. So sometimes I want to retaliate to emphasize that the constant replacement and recruitment of employees may be very, very, very what? Expensive, and maybe it is a liability to the business. Okay. Another success factor is a unique product or a service. Successful businesses offer unique products which are different in terms of value, in terms of utility they provide to their employee, to their customers, their clients. Good, unique products will inspire, will attract the clients, and we shall see that we shall have a competitive advantage over our competitor. Our business will live longer. Good products and services fulfill the needs of the consumer. Good services last longer. They live longer, and they are affordable. They are timelessly served to the clients. So when you provide a unique product and a good service, the business is likely to succeed. It is another success factor. Another aspect we need to look at here. I think, guys, we are enjoying this. Under this topic, we are going to look at another aspect of areas for improvement. Areas for improvement. Okay. Future business owners, future entrepreneurs, I would like to tell you that sometimes businesses may not all the time be at their best. Sometimes they may fail to achieve their best. Businesses may need to improve certain areas in order to be successful. So, a business that wants to improve should consider certain aspects when identifying areas of improvement. Look at this. First of all, it must carry out what you call they must regularly evaluate the price of every product. Must regularly evaluate the price of every product. Must regularly evaluate the price of every product. Okay. I'd like to inform you that price is a very major factor for the success of the business. Remember, a consumer is a rational animal. When the prices are very high, consumers are likely to run away from the consumption of that product. And when a product loses clients, we are not selling, we are not making business. Therefore, we are supposed to look for that price that suits our customer base, our target market. We should regularly set a price that not so high, not higher than the price that our competitor is selling. We should set a price that is convenient to both the producer and the buyer of the product so that we can be successful. If the price is not properly determined, it may cause a challenge to the business. Another aspect we should consider is operate from a plan based, not on its vision to avoid deviation. Okay, when we are running our business, we should always stick to the plan. We should always stick to the plan, because sometimes if we run our businesses not on plan, we may end up losing the focus. We run away from the vision, and eventually we may struggle and then finally fail. We should always make sure that the money comes in quickly. We should always make sure that money comes in quickly. It is very important to understand that a business should always have a good cash flow to finance the day-to-day running of the business, to stock, to pay employees, to cater for transport and other daily charges. Therefore, we should make sure that money comes in quickly to facilitate expenses as well as to facilitate trade. Another aspect is make sure, keep the business expenses to a minimum. Managing finance is one of the most important attributes of a successful business. So if you are to be successful in your business, if a business is to be successful, we need to check on how we carry out our expenditure. Lavish expenditure ruins the profitability of the business. It is the capital that would run the business. Therefore, it is very important to minimize expense if we are to succeed. Or we are supposed to set goals within the reasonable milestones and timelines. You see, sometimes it is very dangerous to set goals that are unachievable. It is a character of some businesses that fail, of setting ambiguous objectives which are unattainable. Always set goals which are reasonable within the ability of the business. That is another area of improvement. Some businesses fail because they set goals which are unattainable, which cannot be used by the resources which are available on the farm. Evaluate the benefit of increased sales against the cost of marketing. So what does this mean? Sometimes businesses want to increase sales, and so they carry out marketing extensively. Sometimes marketing activities become so costly to the business vis-a-vis the benefits from the marketing. The expenses we incur during marketing may be much more. The costs we incur during marketing may be much more than the benefits obtained from the marketing. The cost benefit analysis should be properly calculated so that we maximize the profits from the marketing activity. If the marketing is found of more of a liability than an asset, we should leave the marketing strategy obtained. Maybe if it was been a radio and we find out it's very expensive to advertise on a radio or a TV, we can use another strategy. You get that? So another aspect we should look at to improve as an area of improvement is identify and implement the technology needed to support the operation of the business for growth. Identify, and implement the technology needed to support the operation and growth. Sometimes businesses fail because they use outdated technologies, which is no longer competitive on international scale. Whereas some businesses may be using updated, fast, suitable technologies, some businesses may use outdated technology, which may be an hindrance to be competitive in the world market, in the market out there. Therefore, it is important to get technology that is suitable, that is in line with the demands of the client, that will be more effective, efficient to serve the customer within the shortest period of time possible, as well as which is most cost effective. So you should also look at that area of improvement. Another aspect we should know is identify the target customer and what they do for them. Get that? Okay, what does this mean? If there is anything to do with improvement, before you make any improvement, look at the target customers, the one you produce goods for. Find out their demands, the type of the product that is needed for them. Yes, that is in terms of the product itself, the shape, the color, the ingredients, its packaging material, the price, the affordability for them to pay, the intrinsic value that product serves to the targeted customer, ability to pay. All those factors must be considered, and we should look for them when we want to look at how to improve. Sometimes businesses make mistakes by producing a product which is so different from what their target customers demand. Such products may be very expensive. Such products may be of the wrong size. Such a product may be delivered not on time, being put in a wrong place. So we should look at the customer first. Is it a good fashion to this target market? Is it of a good, suitable fashion? etc. aspects. So identify the target market and look at what they want. Another aspect that we should look at as an area for improvement, if we want to perform better for the success of the business, is the aspect of carrying out research. Do research about your competition. Look at your strengths and look at your weaknesses and the weakness of your competitors as well. So do what we call SWOT analysis. Do what we call SWOT analysis, do research, and other aspects of textual analysis, so that you can understand what you can do better. Make research, and then you improve on your areas of weakness and understand your strongest point, so that you do with that. You can even specialize depending on your strength, because specialization comes with a lot of advantages. Okay. It is also very important to carry out differentiation of your product. Differentiate the business against that of a competitor, and communicate this in sales and marketing programs. If you have product differentiation is very important because it creates uniqueness of the product. When you sell a very unique product, it comes with differences. The product can be differentiated in terms of packaging, the size, in terms of quality, in terms of quantity. Products can be differentiated in so many aspects. The content compared to your competitor, if it is properly differentiated and it has come up with good with differentiation with good cost, or what you call being cost effective, then it will be of a good strategy to deal with our competitor. Remember, we are working against the competitor. The next door is open and our clients may go. So, and when these differences are created, let us communicate them to the market. Employees and any other stakeholder must know about these differences so that clients are not confused with it, and they should appreciate. Give them a reason as to why there was a need to make your product as different from others, and this need should be of a benefit to the one who is going to consume it. Okay, look after its best customers. Look after its best what? Customers. So we should also look after our best clients. We should look at our best what? Clients, and see if we can motivate them to come back again, retain them, and if they can recommend their friends or other people towards our business. We should know the needs of our customers. We should know the needs of our customers. This can be done through the use of questionnaires. We ask for feedback from them through different surveys and etc. interacting with them. Lastly, but not the least, regular review sessions where they review their structure, vision, and delivery methods. I would like to inform you that it should always be a continuous improvement to the processes and systems if we are to be successful. We should always look at improving the way we do things. We should always revise our visions, the way we make deliveries, the way we do communicate, the way we care about our clients, so that we give them their best. And that one will help us to do what we call to do a successful business. That will help us to be successful. That will help us to be successful. I think this is the end of this. This is the end of this. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you've learned a lot. The best way of learning business is by committing, and meeting. If you are revising, revise and keep on revising. Business is not a guesswork, like how some people think that they run from the street and write a question paper of business. That is wrong. You should always keep revising. Okay. You should always keep revising, update our notes, attend classes regularly, always look for this source for the best information. Okay, now we are going to look at strategies businesses can use to ensure that they remain profitable and sustainable. Okay, below are some of the strategies the business can use to improve their problem areas, to make sure that their problems can be dealt with, to ensure that they are profitable now and they are sustainable. Let's look at it. one by one. Uh-huh. One of them is through proper or thorough planning. That planning is very important. Planning is very important when it comes to being efficient. Don't forget efficiency, stability of a business to produce the highest level of output within the shortest period of time possible. That is using less resources. It is very important for business to produce goods and services with highest level of efficiency, and this can be done by proper planning. Time is money. Time is what? Is money, and it's the best plan for effective resource management. Proper allocation of resources comes with a proper program, a proper plan, and when resources are properly allocated within a proper time, within the proper timeline, we are going to improve. We are going to solve a lot of problems. There will be no wastage of resources. There will be no wastage of resources, and hence we shall have the highest profitability, and we shall we shall be sustainable. Another aspect is having a sound having a sound a sound financial management policy, a sound financial management policy, or sound financial management. I would like to inform you that most of the businesses fail because of poor financial management. For a business to be started is to be successful, to be profitable and sustainable, is by having a good financial management policy and good accounting practices. That's the best way a business can remain profitable. Without proper financial management, that is without a business. The financial department is the heart of the business. Therefore, it must be handled properly if the business is to be successful. If not done properly, we are going to experience a lot of losses. Losses are liabilities to the business, which can lead to the closure of the company. Therefore, it's very important to carry out proper financial management. Another strategy a business can use to remain profitable and sustainable is by having effective management of scarce resources and employees. Many projects fail because business fail to handle its resources properly. Sorry. Most businesses mismanage their scarce resources. There is a lot of wasted. Financial controllers mishandle financial resources. The human resources function misallocate the human resource. That's the employees. A lot of resources, stock is mismanaged. A lot of resources, when such resources are poorly managed, we are likely to cause a lot of losses, and that's non profitability. Use of resources for personal gain, allocating time to non-profitable business ventures is very dangerous, and it causes financial losses to the businesses, which may even lead to closure of businesses. Another way we can maintain profitability and sustainability of the business is by being ethical. By being what? Ethical. By being ethical. Being what? Ethical. An ethical business behaves in a social responsible way. It does in what is rightful before the community. An ethical business will not violate the business code of conduct. It will treat its employees fairly. It will not violate the country rules and regulations. It will not cheat. It will give proper weights and measures. It will never sell expired goods. It will do what you call fair advertising. And there will be any kind of sexual harassment. Ethical business practices leads to sustainability of the business as the community puts trust in such a business. And therefore, when a business is trusted by the community, the community becomes, the clients, customers becomes loyal to such a business, and it becomes a win-win situation. They contribute by purchasing from that product. Therefore, it is imperative for business owners to maintain the ethical code of conduct in a business. Another aspect we cannot rule out that can lead to the profitability of the business is through being socially responsible. By being socially responsible, you must be social. There must be social responsibility of the business. Must be social responsibility of the business towards the community. So businesses should support communities from where they operate. With that, this can be through involving themselves in the fight against criminal acts, providing employment opportunities, involving the youth into activities that can lift their talents, their employment opportunities. Look at their hosts fighting against environmental abuse and so many other aspects. Sponsoring sports, that is corporate social investment. It's very important. However much they may look to be a cost to the business, because it involves a lot of paying money, but sometimes a win, you lose and later you win. Invest, but such an investment may call upon the members of the community to look at you as a responsible business, and eventually will support you. Social responsibility is one way by which businesses use to advertise their businesses, and it has worked for them very well. So class, this is what we should do. As you happen to get time to revision, to do some revision on this page, I'm trying to show you some important aspects which are summarized under this topic. Important aspects which are summarized under this topic. This page properly gives you a roadmap, a summary of what we have studied, and it will help you in preparation for your exam. Always look at this page. Always look at this page. Always look at this page. It summarizes major key points which are very important for your passing. Besides, up here, we have seen activities which you should try. Try these activities if you want to be a giant in business studies. You should always try these activities. Try these activities and see. After doing this, you go and visit different sites which have got the capacity question papers that were used by your friends, your predecessors. Yes, so that you become a person of practice. Yeah, this is what you do. That is the end of our topic today. I hope you have enjoyed a lot. Please keep revising so that you do the best. Thank you.